What's up, gamers? Dreamcast Guy here. Just kidding. It's your boy's channel. Today we're going to take a look at this NeoSD Pro for the MVS system. And I want to get the type I have is, I guess you could call it a CMVS from Analogue Interactive back when they was making those. I'm so sad they stopped making them because could have used a memory card. Anyway. So I wound up getting this MVS Pro. Mine was delayed by 5 or 6 months. But you asked me, it's worth the wait. Why did I get this? I don't know. I like Neo Geo. Came with this Stone Age Gamer, whatever it is. And a lot of bubble tape. There's a thank you note there from Stony. And here we go. All right. My NeoSD Pro in the flesh. Just so you guys can see it, get a bird's eye view. And without, let's check out the back. We got this. Ooh, we got some gameplay footage here. With menus, NeoSD Pro, the ultimate flash RAM cartridge for your Neo Geo MVS. So cool. The same experience as official retail cartridges. Expands Neo Geo MVS hardware functions, simple, powerful, and intuitive graphic interface, fast menu browsing. Unleash Neo Geo's full power. It's got all of the different chips. Anyway, without further ado, let's take a look. See you guys on the other side. Okay, just some of the accessories or whatever it came with it. You got a sticker here, your Nintendo sticker, and a Stone Age Gamer pen. I'm guessing this is a pen that goes on your shirt. At first I thought it was a magnet, but whatever. Not quite sure what to make of it. Either way, I appreciate it, Stone Age Gamer. Now, they're hurting right now, just like a lot of these other companies, because of the global pandemic. It's led to chip shortages. So this is a way of saying thank you for waiting while we try to receive your $700 item. You know, I'm sure that their overall supply is low. So I appreciate even this. There's also, they give you rewards on the website. So check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. And I just want to show you like fully the front. Yeah, nothing you haven't seen before. These screenshots is bagging. Okay, that's enough of that. With it, Stone Age Gamer, NeoSD Pro. This is my most expensive flash card ever. I think this isn't my first. I've also picked up the, what do you call that one made by Crix, the EverDrive, the Mega EverDrive for the Genesis. It's over there. I don't know if you can see it. And likewise, I have the Mega SD, which is over there. And you can see some of the other modded crap. Like I got the EverDrive for NES. But yeah, if I had to do a competition, I'll put the Mega SD for the EverDrive even above this, much as I love this, only because it could do 32x Sega CD Master System. You got your SD slots here, and oh, the SD card's already inserted. And this is what it looks like and from the back. But yeah, that SD card, premiere for the Genesis, Heck, the PlayStation Sio is another one. I think that's my favorite, actually. I'm not even a PlayStation fan, dog. Like, I know I got this thing sitting on a PS4 box, but more so on Xbox, Sega. But that's neither here nor there. But still, I love the PlayStation products. They make great games. All right, gonna hook this thing up. See you guys in jiffy. Words hard. Bye. Hey, how's it going, guys? My last video didn't turn out the way I wanted. So I had to whip out the old FrameMeister and connect the CMVS to my HD set with the NeoSD Pro. So without further ado, let's go through it. Give you guys the proper tour this time. So we have our menus, NeoSD Pro, and these are all the titles you can select from, right? So we have launch current game. The nice thing about this is with my CRT, the left side is cut off, but here I can see 100%. We got Breakers Revenge. You press right or left to scroll quickly. Have some gems here, some real gems. Now, I'll show you the different options. So we got boot game. If it's set to boot mode game, it will load the first slot, whatever game is in the first slot. So before it loaded Fatal Fury 3, because I have it pre-installed, and arcade mode does about the same thing. There might be more to it than that, but in-game trigger, in-game reset, you change it to whatever configuration you like. In-game menu, that brings up your basic menu, the one you saw before. System mode is now if I didn't have the Universe BIOS installed, it would just show. It would allow me to access it. It will allow me to access both system mode and region. But because I have the UniBIOS, it'd be overkill. It just defaults to the UniBIOS. That's why those two are grayed out. And backup RAM save continuous. So this will save your high scores to the SD card. If you have it on game change, then once you change the game, it will save and pull those high scores from the previous game. And no to save to your Neo Geo's internal memory. The UI sounds, that does this. Doo-doo-doo. So as you see, it has that sound effect like Fatal Fury 3. But you can turn that off, obviously. Bingo. And then the version, it's my serial number. Now, so filter and T-faves. T-faves is default. It means file listing plus favorites. So that means as long as I hit D by itself when it's set to T-faves, it will, if I hit D by itself on any given title, it'll put a heart next to it, thus effectively putting it on my favorites list. If I press D again, it'll take the heart away. And then when I'm ready to scroll over to my favorites, I hit C filters until it goes to favorites, and boom, these are my favorites. Of course, these aren't my actual. Only a few of them are my actual favorites. I just had them here to test it. So when the D button is in neutral, when it doesn't have any text on it on the menu screen, then that means it's on favorites. I hit filter to change to basic file list, hit filter again to change the genre. And then from there, while it's on genre, hit D button, it will scroll between the different genres. So we got beat 'em up, sports, driving, platformer, mahjong, I know that's popular in certain Asian countries, shmups with our shoot 'em ups, and you guys get the idea. Fighting. Press filter again to take off the genres, and filter once more to put it back on T list. So now let's try it again. Supposed to try Art of Fighting. So you get 5 slots. You get the RAM slot, the 1 through 4 slot. 1 through 4 slot harkens back to the MVS board. There are some boards that could carry 4 carts, and they're interchangeable. The RAM slot it's like an additional for this cart. It works like your basic EverDrive, NeoSD, that sort of thing. I'm going to go ahead and install Art of Fighting to the RAM slot. Like I was trying to say in the previous video, the dark soft carts are pretty good too, if you're looking for things like that. The original NeoSD, I believe the dark soft carts load faster than the original NeoSD. That's what I like about them. However, the NeoSD Pro just destroys both carts. It's got more options. It outloads the other ones. Love it. I'm trying to load up different games here than I did the other video. So let's see your power. T-O-D-O. Todo. This game was always hard. Dang. I love how your characters take on damage. You can see it all in the face. Oops. He destroyed me. Enough of that. Let's try Art of Fighting too. Ta-da! So I don't know if I mentioned before, but there was a when I got this, there was a screw up with the cart. See,
don't do it, brother. That man is ours.
Oh, I dig the voice acting here. So my CMVS, it's compatible with the NeoSD, but the thing was with the default, I'd have to insert the card in backwards, and that was kind of annoying. So I went on ahead, I opened up the board, flipped it over, and now it's facing properly. It is face front. There was also another drama where I popped in, like, playing this made me nostalgic for my original MVS AES card. So I grabbed a couple of MVS cards, and I tried Fatal Fury 3 and Shock Troopers 2, but unfortunately they didn't work because I put them in backwards.
I thought that I bricked my system because I put them in like 5-6 times after that, and they wouldn't boot. Fortunately, all I needed to do was clean the contacts. So luckily I just opened it up and boom, put some alcohol on it and use a eraser. It worked good as new. I like King. Oh, come on. I don't smell that bad. That's some pretty good banter between King and Yuri. Have to figure out how to recharge. Found it. If you hit someone hard enough, it knocks their clothes off. Well, at least for the women it does. Dig the music. Anyway. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna try. So let's do soft dips, right? That's the other feature I neglected to show you guys. So soft dips, what would that involve? So I would highlight a ROM from the file listing. Let's go with Fatal Fury 3. And let's start on Fatal Fury 3, go to soft dips. Then go to Fatal Fury 3 here. Actually, I'm going to go to Art of Fighting 2 and overwrite that slot. Now, change some settings here. We'll put the timer back on default, which I think was 60. Turn on the demo sound. Now remember, when I started the video, the demo sound for Fatal Fury 3 was off. So now we should hear it. And how to play. I'll leave that off. Difficulty, no, I'm gonna put it back to 4. And blood red, that should do it. Okay. Actually, you know what, for the time, let's say 50, we'll do with a uneven number. We'll do 52 seconds. How about that? Coolest character select screen ever. Mary Ryan. I think she's got, I think there's something between her and Terry. They got a thing going on. In Girl Mark of the Wolves, if you give the proper ending, then Terry rides off with her into the sunset. So we should get 52 seconds, and there it is. And know how to play, so all the settings are in. Real bout, it's easier than this, but I like Fatal Fury 3 better. It's got more character to it. And more stages. Days. the wire. Nice, Mary. Sudden death. Ooh, that took half of the life. What? Anyway, Terry has an infinite on here. He's a monster. Wow, you still can move. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself, Terry. If you fight Mai Shiranui laterwards, then you beat the crap out of her. Well, first, you run into her and then she starts hitting on Terry. You run into Mai Shiranui later and she starts hitting on Terry. She calls him Beefcake or whatever. Terry beats the crap out of her. Then Andy shows up and said, "Hey, why'd you beat up my girlfriend?" But anyway, I remember Terry said something fresh to her. Like, "Oh yeah, you know, you women, that's all you're good for." But Terry is pretty, he's a savage. You know what? Actually, let's go back to Fatal Fury 3. There's something I want to show you guys. So load game. We'll go load current game. And again, like any game you load to the RAM slot, it will remain until you turn the system off. And the flash slots, they stay indefinitely until you decide to erase them or replace it with another game. Now, if I activate cheats, is it here? Yep, it's here. Oh, it's on the AES version only. Okay, so no problem, guys. We're on MVS, but that can be fixed. Soft debut. And as you see, the universe BIOS, so I need to update to 4.0. Well, first of all, we'll go with the Japanese versions and put on console mode. See a little subtle differences. Let's get those bosses in there, huh? Unlock boss. Notice the music changed. So we got Jin Chanri and Jin Chosho, or Jin Chanri and Jin Chosho. No time limit. Geese and Ryuji Yamazaki. Music is gangsta. The Jin Brothers. Dun, 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 dun. My understanding is the Jin Brothers are children, they're kids. However, they have powers of a god. They're based off of some Chinese war. They're based off of some Chinese warlords or some shit. But my understanding is they're really powerful. Like, if you were to put them in a death battle, I'm sure their stats would be favorable. Yeah, I don't know what it moves. Anyway. Da 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 da. Ryogen. So we'll look at a couple more games here and call it a day. Why don't we try Cyberlip? That's the game, right? Cyberlip. If it's here. Yep. I actually never tried this one. Oh, wrong game. Well, maybe, yes and no. I thought this was... See, I'm thinking of Robot Army, but I got them mixed up. This is an interesting little side-scroller. Similar to Metal Slug. Trying to shoot diagonally, but it's not letting me. Oh, I think you can only shoot up. Oh, cool. Yeah, up. They do let you swap weapons. Oh, with certain guns you could shoot up, though, like this one. It's 2 players, obviously. But we'll make the next one the actual Robot Army. Robo Army. Neo Geo is the real deal. It loads so fast. See, like, change the. See, the go back. Take it off Japanese, and we'll put it on a arcade mode. So the what am I trying to say? I lost my train of thought. Don't worry about it. It's probably not important. Winners don't use drugs. Nice logo. I like this because it reminds me of like one of those CPS2 games where you're playing as a robot or a giant mech. You're fighting other robots. Got some hot robot on robot action here. I needed 2 credits, really. He's like RoboCop. RoboCop versus Terminator. That was a fun game back in the day. And this is his super move, the Super Wave. You pick up items and toss them. It reminds me of M. Bison for some reason. Cool. What Double Dragon and Streets of Rage and Final Fight have created, they've created a whole slew of beat 'em ups just off the strength of those 3 titles. Bad Dude's another one who paved the way. Super powerful NeoSD Giga Shock. Let's see, what's another game? We'll go to King of Fighters. We'll try 98. Let's see. Actually, I'll do 99 first. Since you guys didn't get to see it too good in another video. I load to the flash slot. So if you guys are wondering looking for a timer, I believe that game just took 2 to 3 minutes to load in the RAM slot, or sorry, flash slot. If it was the RAM slot, it would have been much less, like a minute. Does this game have any cheats, I wonder? It's not. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong one, no wonder. Duh. Oh, just Kyo and Yori. Huh, so Seth and Vanessa are on the Dreamcast version, but not the MVS one. Interesting. Seth is the black guy. He has uppercuts and he got jump attacks. He can teleport. Vanessa, everyone knows her. She's the boxer. Round one. Love the graphics. Bang. Ouch. Idiot. Kim Kafon from Korea. I believe Juri from Street Fighter got her stick from Kim. That went by fast. Look at the guy chasing his dog in the shadows. Where are you going? Butt bump. Brings me back to the Dreamcast days. This brings back so much memories. And this is a nice alternative to the 101 or 100 whatever yellow cart that's been floating around for Neo Geo. That one doesn't do exact emulation. It's got a lot of errors or whatever. But I mean, it's a nice budget cart because I think that one's only $100 or whatever. This, however, the NeoSD Pro, I did look it up. It does use FPGA implementation as well as all the chips that were ever manufactured for these MVS carts. So this is like the premium here. By the way, like, if you guys need help converting like ROMs or whatever, Terraonion has a lot of people, a lot of nice people who are willing to help. You just look on their Discord; they'll be able to provide you with some assistance. Although I know it's really hard to get ROMs nowadays, even ones to convert. If you guys need help, like fetching ROMs, let me know. Maybe I'll hook you up. I'll put it that way. The hell? Damn. Alright, oh, it's a double. Smart ass chin. Hold still, so I can break your back. Ralph is decent on here. Suplex. I was always a big fan of the Akari Warriors, even though I never played an NES game. Gatling gun punch. That he has that punch on King of Fighters 13. That punch is insane. Like, he has an ultimate move where he turns into Fist of the North Star, JoJo, and he starts punching you a million times. Wow. Cute kid. What the? He's also very short. See if I can remember the Vulcan punch. Oh, I remembered it. It did not help. That did it. Da-da-da-da-da. Blum. We will go to the King of Fighters, the one that they made like 10 remakes of. I think actually 10 is inaccurate. It's somewhere in the neighborhood of like 12, 15 remakes. Oh my goodness. I love 98, but the overreaction for it is overblown. Let's see, I'll set the console. Play that shit like you just got the money. I love how SNK was so edgy. Like, this is their main fighting game, but you never hear any profanity in Street Fighter. Street Fighter 2, 4, none of them. King of Fighters, you boot it up and it's like, play that shit one more. It's just great. Let's get it out. Dun, dun. There are plenty of hacks available for this as well. I always like the Looney Tune. My chisel on Dreamcast is a little bit better than my MVS chisel. Dun, 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 dun. Classy lady. I love that they put her on King of Fighters 15. It's about time. She hasn't appeared since 98. One of the greatest, most powerful female characters in SNK history. Damn, I just cheated him. Playtime's over. Winning's easy. You can't lay a finger on me. Because I'm in a mirror. That's where I live. Let's see. What else could we show here? These cool games. Quite the library. Oh, you know what? There's this really interesting Neo Geo game where Ducktales rule. So yeah, like there are some homebrews here too. All this does is this. If I were to load it, it's just pretty stupid actually. You'll see. Ducktales, woo! There's a Darkwing Duck one. There's a Ninja Turtles one. Oh God, what? So it'll play DuckTales. DuckTales, woo! It's funny. I think when I tried this on my Mister, it didn't work. So I'm surprised that it worked here. But yeah, back to the game I originally meant to show you guys. So, this is basically... It came out the same year as X-Men vs. Street Fighter. How's it going, gang? We've got our NeoSD running here. And playing on it is Kizuna Encounter. This was, this came out in the same year as X-Men vs. Street Fighter. It's Kizuna Super Tag Battle. So it came out alongside X-Men vs. Street Fighter. It's among the first titles to offer tag team mode. But, so one character, then throwing another. The old man is pretty entertaining. I actually never played this before, so this will be my first time experimenting. Uh-oh. That's some intro. Look at the hair on his chest. Yeah, I don't know the buttons. Oh, figured out how to tag though. This old man. So it's one button to tag. All right. I am entertained. Got a box in here. I noticed when you're ready to tag out, if you try to tag out and it's X, there's X on the word change, then it won't let you tag. Interesting stuff. Big moves. And it has a combo system, which is interesting. Damn. So that's Kizuna Encounter. Let's move on to another game. Shodown. So yeah, that's one of the nicer things about this is it allows for hacks and homebrews and unreleased titles like this one. Okay, so that was a kerfuffle. I've determined that Samurai Shodown 5 Perfect, or at least my ROM, my Samurai Shodown 5 Perfect ROM won't install at all to the flash memory. I mean, it will, correction, it can install, but it's only good for a playthrough. And then when you boot to the main menu or power cycle, then I'm unable to play it. I wonder if there's a setting I can adjust here. Let's find out. No cheats for this. This is an unreleased title. Let's try console mode. Oh, now it's working. Okay, so it has to be in console mode. Yeah, each time, every time I had an arcade mode, I wouldn't play the music for the intro. That was throwing me off. Who needs that Chinese card? Because I know they sell a bootleg of this. Who needs a Chinese card when you just boot the ROM from your NeoSD? I look at it similar to the Mega Man Wily Wars situation. They sell repos of that. I figure if you can already load something like that from your Mega SD and the EverDrive and just do it from there. I don't know why he called it Samurai Shodown 5. It's trust me, it's the Samurai Shodown 5 Perfect ROM, but the guy says Samurai Shodown 5 Special for some reason. Anyway, let's check out some gameplay. And of course, this is the Radical Sword Fighter, the great Samurai Spirits, Charlotte. Love this franchise. It's such a badass franchise. And I remember the original Samurai Shodown fight. I played as all the bosses. It was my girl Nakaruru. There's our story mode. This is the very last game that came out for the Neo Geo. Well, I didn't really come. Sorry guys, my first video. Recording my voice, but this was the first, or rather the last Neo Geo title slated for release. It didn't quite make it because the Neo Geo was on its way out. Luckily, one of the programmers at SNK had the ROM for this still, and they decided that current SNK decided to grab it from them and include it in the Samurai Shodown Neo Geo collection for the PlayStation, Xbox, and other platforms. Pretty cool. It has gallons of blood. The magical girl, Nakaruru. Yeah. When defeat comes, walk away. Words of wisdom. Pretty cool. Yeah, so I remember Samurai Shodown 5 Perfect being an unreleased title, but officially developed by SNK. Another one would have been Garo Mark of the Wolves 2, but unfortunately the Neo Geo never made it that far. And I think there was also Kizuna Encounter Part 2. Anyway, that's what I remember reading from documents. I think even Wikipedia has a reference to a Kizuna Encounter on the unreleased list of Neo Geo titles. And for my next trick, I'll show you Shock Troopers. Switch around the modes. That'll do it. This game was a testament to the shooting genre. I actually preferred to Metal Slug. It has some fun characters, lots of diversity. There's something we need more of in games. Fun gameplay. It's a lot of run and gun. You get grenades, bombs, destructible environments, 2 players, and of course they have a team mode where you just like the 4 characters and take them out on like a fire team. A lot of crazy action going on. The soundtrack for this thing is fire, absolute fire. Yeah, alright, I want to play. Pick the anime girl. Have the up close melee attack. Her melee, she just shoots her in the face apparently. And that's your bomb move. You light people on fire. Let me show you guys something else. Soft reboot. When you select team mode, it'll give you up to 4 characters. Or 3 characters, sorry, I thought it was 4. You can tag them out like so. I think it replaces your bomb move though. Oh no, it doesn't replace your bomb move if I'm wrong. Is that King? King from King of Fighters? Or whoever she is, she's a heat-seeking missile. Anyway. And for my final trick of the day, why don't we load up Shock Troopers too? Throw it in the ramp slot. See, the nice thing about collecting this NeoSD Pro is a lot of Neo Geo cards are going for outrageous prices on eBay and other websites. And rather than paying thousands of dollars per card, you just pay $700 for one and you get all the games. I think that's the major selling point. Yeah, the roster for Shock Troopers 2 is a lot weaker, but the graphics are better. They're using those Real About 2 style Sam Show 4 graphics. There we go. This is gonna be fun. This is the next generation of Shock Troopers. That's why they completely changed the roster. The other guys die, like... Her attacks are similar from the first game. It's probably the same girl. The one with the blonde, or the one with the long hair. You shoot them and they roll around in blood. Funny. It's got some like Super Nintendo-ish style music. I like that. I like the aesthetic in the game. Oops. Anyway, you guys get the idea. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. Yeah, this has been a fun experience. Glad to share with you guys. Oh, let's power up here. The last thing I want to show you is the NeoSD and how it looks. There she is. She's a beauty. I'll circle around here so you can take a bird's eye view. Ta-da! And this rests in my CMVS. Good night, everybody.